Dodgers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Taylor ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1-0 count. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Gutierrez moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Evan Gaddis now standing in. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And no swing apparent. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
Here's a high pop-up. Maeda has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. At the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman.
Line drive to left. Beltran has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. In now is Yasiel Puig. At the moment, he's got a .270 batting average for the season. And a fastball just a bit up. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff. I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Corey Seager.
Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Digging in now, Justin Turner. Batting average for him entering play stands right at .280. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Reddick is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Albert Pujols. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one.
Number 6, Albert Pujols.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Forsythe moves over, makes the play, 1 away. Here's Carlos Beltran. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down. Here's Carlos Correa now. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
In the dirt here. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Curveball that time, not even close.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he's back standing. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Correa rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. In now, Dustin Pedroia. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. For McCann, he's at second with his 9th 2-base hit of the year. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 3-2 now to Pedroia. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Center fielder.
Grounded to third. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Now to the plate, Logan Forsythe. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding in, Marcus Semien. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Look, Matt, he's nibbling. He's nibbling. I know he's upset he didn't get those pitches, but they just miss off the corner. He can't give in now. Just continue to nibble.
Bounce towards the mound, but this will get foul. 2-1. The set and the 2-1 pitch. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in, number 35. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Beltran racing back, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Betts. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home, and he is in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Liner toward right center. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Pulled toward right center field. Gutierrez sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Waiting for it to come down is Gutierrez as he makes the catch to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Yasiel Puig. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, that got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And a rather easy first out. Striding in once again, Corey Seager. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. Digging in, Franklin Gutierrez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got you 0-2, hasn't shown it yet, and you know that's his out pitch.
Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Evan Gattis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
2-2.
And the pitch. 2-2 pitch is lofted in the air out to right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Here's Albert now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Forsythe giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it. Forsythe makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Settling in now, Logan Forsythe. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Logan Forsythe.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Betts coming on. 1 out. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He reached on a single in his first try.
Marcus Semien.
Hits this one hard the other way. Up with the ball is Pedroia. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Digging in, number 35. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on the...
Oh, just a sec. What a play. The throw to first. Safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues. Now a move over to first. First pitch on its way. Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. The high fastball is in there. Throw over to first. And another throw over. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And again a throw. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit down the third base line. To third. Shaw fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing. Is that? Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Carlos Correa.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one, he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 16, Brian McCann.
Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Pedroia.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Taylor ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Ready for another shot now. Yasiel Puig. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Yasiel Puig.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
The batter number 5.
Here's Corey Seager. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Swing and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Seager is retired. 2 down now. Ready once again. Justin Turner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. To short. To his left. Correa. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Shaw.
That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out. Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Shaw rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner from first comes around to score. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Reddick. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
Designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Taylor. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in once again, Albert Pujols. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. Here's Carlos Beltran. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 35 will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Franklin Gutierrez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Center fielder Franklin.
Scorched to third. Shaw has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Ready once again, Logan Forsythe. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. Ready for another chance, Marcus Semien. A hit in 2 tries so far. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Ready now, Carlos Correa. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Carlos.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now the 2-0 home to McCann. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 5-2.
Now batting, second baseman, Dustin
Line
Pedroia.
towards center field. Gutierrez patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Third baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Shaw.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a half-hearted swing there. At the plate, number 35. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Beltran shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked. That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Hit well on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. So coming to the plate, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Ready for another shot. Now, Yasiel Puig. He was a ground out victim. Will Harris takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Grounded back up the middle, and he is out on the tag. On to first, but good hustle as he's able to avoid the double play here. Here's Corey Seager.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
Third baseman,
Ripped down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. 1 run is scored. Puig scores. Now the relay home. It's not in time. And a 3rd run will score. So on one swing, this game is tied.
Franklin Gutierrez.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Franklin Gutierrez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Jock Peterson will come on to pinch hit here. In a big spot.
Number 31.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, you can clearly see he knows who's at the plate, and he knows he's got an open base. He's been trying to nibble right here and falling behind 2-0. I just don't see him giving him anything to hit in this situation.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think,
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And he's safe. And to score the runner from second. So stepping in, Logan Forsythe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Reddick is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Into the box now, Josh Reddick. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Josh Reddick.
Adam Liberatore has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Steve Pearce will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. And he lays off for ball 1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Now batting Evan Gattis as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Number 46 is ready, and he'll take the ball. From the manager. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Whoa, that'll get your attention. First pitch out of the bullpen, and it's a fastball inside, nearly hits the batter. Everybody's on edge right now.
Peterson is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. Here's Albert now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lonnie Chisenhall will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Pedro Baez enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. As a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson giving chase. And that retires the side. Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. In now, number 35. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 6 runs, double the amount of hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Yasmani.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. A late swing at a slider for a strike. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul from the stretch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
The batter, number 3.
Stepping in, Chris Taylor. Last time through was a base hit. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. A 1 pitch on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite. We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Brian McCann.
Luis Avilan, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Luis Avilan.
Brent Veras.
Number 19, Brent Beers.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. That's wide. 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hit on the ground out to short. No problem here. 1 away. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Kenley Jansen answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Jensen.
Has a look, now the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Forsythe ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The runner scores from second. Pedroia heads for the plate, and a relay to the plate, and he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager into shallow left. 2 down. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs. So there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
At the plate, Steve Pierce. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Up next for the
Evan Gaddis now standing in, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
The first baseman,
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Seager is there now as he makes the. Digging in now. Yasiel Puig.
Bottom of the 9th inning. For the Dodgers.
Ken Giles. If the man called on to close this one in. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Tony Sip comes on here looking to get.
Corey Seager.
Corey Seager is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Beltran is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Stepping up now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he just made himself a really tough out here. Picked up 3 hits. 2 of them were doubles, so he was a real factor every time he stepped to the plate.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Dodgers, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.